For TigerDetails.com and Louisiana vs. All Y'all, Jarrett Roser here with David Finley, father of LSU's new starting quarterback for this weekend, T.J. Finley, and obviously Cody doing his thing at Ponchatoula, big game tonight against Mandeville as well. And, man, I kind of smile every time I think about the journey from TJ blowing up on the recruiting trail 3 years ago to now getting this opportunity early in the season. Because obviously, I mean, you don't ever want to see anyone get hurt like Miles is dealing with right now. But
Right.
it creates an opportunity for TJ to early on show what he can do. What's this week been like for you guys? This week or past 2 weeks as you see some of this come to fruition?
Oh, it's been busy. Interviews, doing a lot of interviews, and people want to get a history, about how he got to this point and different things like that. But it's also been exciting, like you said, with Miles, nobody wants to see anybody get hurt. But I always told TJ to be ready. It's football. I mean, look what happened to Dak Prescott. Who would have imagined, as durable as he was, that would have happened, So, like I say, you always got to be prepared. I always tell him to, when he be in a backup, prepare like you're going to start. But what a blessing came in at on this one is that, Miles finished the game against Missouri, and one of him or Max didn't have to get thrown in that situation. They've had 2 weeks to prepare, knowing one of them was gonna play.
What has, I guess, in terms of the preparation now to this point, obviously, I mean, there's a lot of preparation that goes into the player TJ is long before these 2 weeks, but just in terms of this point of knowing, all right, one of these young guys is going to have to do it for the first time. Mm-hmm. What has the lead up for him looked like in terms of what some of his mindset has been, what the coaches have told him, what conversations between you guys have looked like and stuff like that?
We actually, it's kind of the same. When I say the same, because you got to kind of talk to him to get him prepared that you won't hit away. That's what that's been since football been invented. And now it's just some of the discussions have been going over the old stuff. TJ, pre-read snaps. Come on, we've been doing this since junior high. Don't look down your receiver. Make sure you look the safety off. Make him commit one side or the other. Get the ball out quick. Don't take a sack in a crucial situation. Don't be scared to throw the ball away. Just going over, the same old quarterback stuff that I've been drilling in him since he started playing quarterback. So, but you want to reassure him. Me and his mom was very calm. We knew TJ was built for this. I have put him through a lot of pressure situations, with AAU basketball, 7-on-7. I was big on 7-on-7 because the speed of 7-on-7 with all those 4 and 5 stars. Because, when you're playing here at Ponchatoula, not saying the kids are not any good, they were young. Yeah. And the speed of the game, the TJ, high school was slow to him. So now, the speed of the game is not going to be too fast for him because he was kind of like almost pretty much a college player playing high school ball, And so it's just been reinforcing and letting him know that, we calm and collected, he's calm and collected. It's hard to rattle TJ. Not saying he can't be now because I saw Aaron Rodgers get rattled last Sunday. I mean, they had him frustrated, so I ain't saying he can't. But it's hard to rattle TJ. He's going to step up in the big moments. He might not throw for 600, 500 yards like he did against Denham, but he's going to be efficient. I just want to see him get in and settle down, and to know that the coaches are going to give him an opportunity. They're not going to. I just read an article where Coach O said we're going to give him time to do. You can't say, oh, after 2 series, hey, let's, then you got that type of pressure on you. You setting yourself up for failure anyway. So to know that I'm gonna have time to get in the rhythm of the game, which I plan for him getting the rhythm early. We can't afford to get behind, But he has built a very, very good camaraderie with the O-line and the receivers, and the timing. These 2 weeks have helped even more with the timing. So I think just think he was throwing to sophomores last year. He had to raise their level of play. a back shoulder throw, he really couldn't throw but to his brother Cody, because Cody is a different type of receiver. I mean, he has those skill sets. All he got to do is continue to work on his speed, but he has those skill sets of next level, if not NFL level. I'm talking about college level right now. So, I mean, he got great hands. He understands the game. So he got a bunch of Codys that's even faster. So it's going to be exciting to see him finally surrounded with that type of talent. What's his ceiling really could be? Because you really can't judge that off of the high school games. And even when we were playing 7-on-7, we didn't play with elite. Well, we played with EPS, but EPS, a lot of times we didn't have 4- and 5-star players on the team. He was the 4-star on the team, so TJ has been used to raising the level of the players around him, and they coming up to his level versus, look at these guys, they already at that level. So it's going to be fun to see his production on Saturday, basically with the guys he's playing with.
Yeah, when you've got guys like Terrace Marshall and Eric Gilbert, he's going to feel like a kid in a candy store in a lot of ways.
Absolutely. But, I remember me and you talked one time, and, TJ was pretty frustrated. He used to get frustrated a little bit about the rankings and different things. He felt like he wasn't getting his respect, and, they wasn't taking into account of the talent that he had around him in high school. But I always would tell him, TJ, be patient. God is preparing you for something greater. You might not be winning now. You might not win a state championship here, but God is preparing you for something greater. And now I brought it back to his remembrance. I said, TJ, about how much time did you have to throw the ball at Ponchatoula? Pretty much less than 2 seconds. He had to. I said, but that trains you to be quick decision making quickly, make quick throws. I said, now I'm sure that, the line has done pretty good for LSU. And as quick as TJ read and do what he do and get the ball out quick, he gonna feel like he got an eternity back there. I said, that's why I say God was preparing you for something greater. Now you got that clock in your head that, you quick with it, and you got to be quick back there.
You kind of alluded to it some too, but one thing I had wanted to ask is, from the time when we first started getting a chance to chat more and to see the colleges start to take notice of him a few years back, and he became such a well-known name around Louisiana and for recruiting fans, really, around at least the region, if not the country. Right. To see him from that guy to now where he is, what has been the biggest growth for him, whether as a player or as a young man? Because you can kind of, knowing him for a long time, you can see some of that maturation over time, not just in terms of the way he handles things on the field, but just kind of his mindset for all of it. You've been so close to it all, obviously, as not only dad, but working with him on his arm and his throwing and his
Well, what I've seen is, honestly, when TJ was in high school, it was all TJ. I would send him to a camp or something, or to a trainer, to try to say, hey, look, what does he need to work on? What do we need to fix? And they, wow, man, this kid I said, I didn't send him there for that. I want something to correct. We're trying to get better for the next level. So when we finally, I say one of the biggest growth in him, one, I saw that he had to work for it then. At St. Thomas, when he was there, he did have to beat out a senior, but the senior wasn't really a quarterback. Okay. Then he came to Ponchatoula, and he had to beat out another kid, but he really wasn't a quarterback. Now you go to LSU, and those guys are quarterbacks just like you. So now you can't just say, hey, walk up to, hey, I got this. No, you got to put in the work. So the first thing I saw was when they had we had quarantine, when it first started. He went in at 267, right. And they wanted him at 250 by the end of summer. Well, he came home, and I didn't have to say nothing to him. I didn't have to do nothing. He was determined to go back. When they went back for the summer session, he was determined to go back under what they wanted him to be. And he was running 2-a-days. He was doing CrossFit type of stuff, and I was like, wow, And I saw that he took it serious. Okay, it's a job to me. I'm finna go into fall camp, and I'm gonna show them that I can start. He knew Miles was really the leader as far as getting the nod to start, and especially when they didn't have a spring, then of course he didn't get a chance to. It wasn't really a solid quarterback competition, but in his mind it was. The
Right.
fall he went in, so his mental capacity, his mental focus, his preparation has really, 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 really went to another level. In high school, it was really easy to him. It was, he was just so much bigger and better than a lot of the players that he played against. And I used to have to, TJ, man, you need to stay in shape, TJ, da 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 da. And he just, it looked like he going in one end after the other. But then to see, how it clicked when he went to LSU, he went early for the spring. And man, he's really, really, really locked in. Seemed like he became a professional.
Right.
He almost had, you had to, or you get swallowed up. They move on to the next one. So he knew it's a business. Even though they're in college, it's a business mentality. The best player gonna play, whether you 2-star, 3-star, or 4 or 5. The best man gonna play. It's like the slate is clean. You go in there and you have to prove yourself.
How much has his relationship with Coach Ensminger meant for him and for you guys through the years, both to feel comfortable about what he's going into and now actually being there since the spring and putting that work in?
Man, if you know Coach E, he don't really talk much. He don't talk much. So when as parents, was like, I wonder how that relationship going to be. He don't really talk much. But as we got closer to signing day, signing day and everything, and TJ, he was steadfast on his commitment. Coach Ensminger is really, really, really a fun guy to be around. He's funny. He talks, and him and TJ, they talk football, and they love it, both of them. So I saw the relationship with that. I was like, man, this is gonna be. I was like, I hope nothing happened that he leaves, because some people leave. Look at all the ones that left. So our biggest thing is Coach E staying, because if he ain't staying, then I don't know. And the reason why I say that, I ain't saying that about the Coach O, but you talking about him and the offensive coordinator is one. He got to be the offensive coordinator on the field, extension of him. So it was very important that Coach E stayed, and that's the relationship he really had with Coach E. And they hit it off, man. Coach E really did his due diligence when he was recruiting, TJ and getting ready to make the offer, because he went and saw all the quarterbacks before he announced, the official offer for TJ. And then after TJ committed, then, of course you have to bring in the best to make your quarterback room, solid. So everybody was like, oh man, y'all see they offered Max Johnson from Georgia. I was like, well, you have to fill out those scholarship positions. Everybody's like, what y'all gonna do? I mean, what you mean? What we gonna do? It's competition wherever you go.
Mm-hmm.
We don't run from competition. We're gonna sit here and make the best man win. So like Coach O said, it was a close competition, and I'm sure it was. They both are highly recruited quarterbacks coming out of high school.
No.
But I knew for a fact TJ fit this offense to a T. And I think that, if you think about it, that might be, the way they went, because TJ been running this offense because, Coach Hank was running he's comfortable in the offense. He ran it here, most of it here in Ponchatoula the last 2 years. So that got him, he's comfortable. It's over and over, repetition. So even before he got there in the spring, he had been running this for 2 years. Maybe not the whole thing, but a lot of the concepts.
As you see them get started on Saturday, what are going to be some keys that you watch for early that are going to make you feel good about how things are starting and the direction things are going for him in that offense, versus things you're hoping to not see? What are going to be some kind of determining factors for how that offense looks for you early on?
What I really, honestly, people don't understand, I'm a quarterback dad and a wide receiver dad. So, oh yeah, let's air it out. No, I'm praying that the running game get back on track, because nothing is better to a young quarterback than a running game. If let's talk. I mean, you've been doing this football stuff for a long time. Running, the running game, and that's going to settle. Think about it in the NFL. When you got a rookie quarterback, the most important thing is to run. Let him get settled down. Let him make some, don't put the pressure on him to have to make all these throws in the beginning. Let the game settle down, get some first downs, run the ball, maybe short passes and stuff. And once that happens and he gets settled down, it's over. You let him get settled. The worst thing I could see is him, the running game not working, and the pressure go directly on him right away to have to throw 3 times, just to get a first down. If the running game can be solid, which I know it can be, some games, some people load up and they do different things and say, hey, we're gonna live with the pass, but we ain't gonna let them run. But long story, to cut that story short, the key is running, getting him settled into the game. Once he get in the rhythm, but if they can rattle him early as far as put us in positions where we're predictable, then it's, you don't want to see a young quarterback get in a situation where he have to throw the ball 50 times to win a game. Now, if we can be ease into it with the running, then he get comfortable, then you can put something on him to make a big play. He gonna have to make some big plays. If you're going to consider yourself a starting quarterback in college on this level, you got to be able to make the big plays when it's needed. Okay, that first down, 8 yards drag, okay, fine. But now it's 3rd and 3. Are we going to get this first down? Keep the defense off the field, So that's going to be the key to the running game to me.
Yeah, the game that John Emery had up at Vanderbilt, I thought was one of the more intriguing performances early this season, and then things didn't go as well on the ground, obviously, up at Missouri, and
right.
I think that's going to be –
That was a nightmare.
Yeah.
It just seemed like we got caught in a nightmare. I don't know. I was shocked. 45 yards. That's just, like I say, sometimes it happened like that though.
Yeah. We don't have to wait much longer to see this South Carolina game now and TJ's first snaps out there in Tiger Stadium. I'm sure you guys will be out there and have a chance to watch in person.
Absolutely, we'll be there. And a lot of his family members bought tickets. And like I told them, I said, don't text him, don't call him, about nothing right now. Let him, let him focus. He don't need to be worrying about where do they need to go. Because the tickets are hard to get because you got to buy them 2s and 4s.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go single ticket. You can't go 3 and 5. So his mom helped a lot of family members. They was getting on StubHub and different places and helping them find tickets. But as she got a little stressed out, I said, well, look, you're going to have to just give them the website and let them find their own tickets. Because, a lot of times I feel like he's an extension of me on the field. So I'm getting focused myself. I'm like right now I'm doing the interview in the truck because we up here, we feed the team, Cody and them team, their dinner before they get on the bus to go to the game. So I get into you're not gonna get much work out of me on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I'm focused and locked in, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because they always look up in the stands and look at me and be like, just get that look, and I give them that nod, like, let's go. And it's time to show out.
Yeah, I had yesterday one of the local TV guys asked me kind of how much I'd heard or whatever. And I was like, man, I'm trying to leave TJ completely alone this week. Let him focus on him. I was like, I'll link up with D at the end of the week if he's the starter, and we'll kind of chat about where we are now. But they've got enough on their plate right now getting all this.
Right. But it's been a fun process, letting people just kind of introducing him to the country. It's been fun. It's been fun.
Good deal, man. Well, I'm looking forward to it, and good luck to you guys against Mandeville tonight, and good luck
Yes,
at
sir.
the Gamecocks on Saturday. We'll be out there.
All right, then. Well, I appreciate it. And you need anything from me, just, give us a call.
You got it, man. Always. Again, David,
All right. Yes, sir.
Cody, and TJ's dad for Louisiana Versailles on TigerDetails.com, Jarrett Roser. Thanks, man.
Thank you.